Why should we leave a legacy? Now, check this out. And this is, for me, super deep. I love the legacy idea because of this. A legacy is the most practical way to live beyond your life in this world. Okay, I want you to think about, like, if you passed away today, what would others remember you by? So what are some of the things just in the room we would hope others would remember us by? Personality, funny. What else?
Courage, persistence.
Courage and persistence. Okay, Lexi? Bravery. Right? So those are all things that we would hope to be remembered by. Now, those are all good things. Those are valid. But check this out. The only people that are going to remember you by those things are the ones that experienced it. Right? So what about when they die? How are you going to be remembered at that point? Dust in the wind. So what I'm saying is a financial legacy. If you do this right, like my friend Cliff wants to own a castle, right? They're going to remember a castle for several generations. People would be like, where did you get the castle from? And they'd be like, oh, we had this crazy guy that we were related to like 30, 40 years back, and he got us this castle. Right. And so you actually further strengthen personality and funny and brave and courageous and all this other stuff, because you give a tangible indicator in the world, a tangible symbol or token of you. When people ask about it, there's the story of, well, Nano built us this, or Nano bought us this mansion, this estate, with the money that he earned because he was a brave, courageous guy. Here's all the stuff he did. So it actually further affirms a lot of the stuff that we naturally want to be remembered by having a physical, practical, financial example. Here's a cool one. Check this out. If you do such a good job, like think about like the Waltons. You do such a good job where you leave enough money where your kids never have to work a job again. They can run the family business, or they can run the nonprofit, or they can do the thing they're passionate about. And they don't have to live the lifestyle that the average person has to live. They don't have to go through student loans, or they don't have to go through vehicle debt. They don't have to go through any of the stuff we deal with because they got plugged into the legacy. How inspiring would that be? That's pretty cool, right? And so that's really, like, for me, when I think legacy, it's leaving a changed environment around us through assets and impact that survives you, means that your purpose lives on. So your goals, your purposes can live on. And if you do a good enough job planning this stuff out. So what I keep going back to is doing a good enough job planning this stuff out, leaving a legacy. Like, if you think of it today, like, what are the things that matter to you? Who are the people that are going to matter to you? And what is the impact you want to make? You can build your entire blueprint to where those things happen in the future. It's simply like right now where you're living, really being specific about what you want to have happen, and then making sure you have means to fund it. And then through your estate plan, making sure that the assets are distributed in a way where all of that stuff actually happens. No different than like a recipe. Jethro, if you have a recipe and you follow the recipe exactly the way it says to, what are the chances you're going to cook what it says you're supposed to?
Pretty good.
Probably 100% almost, right? Okay, with margin for a few people that somehow they're going to mess it up or burn it. But for the most part, like, you're going to pretty much get that dish. With this, that's what I'm saying, is if you do this, like you do a recipe, you do this specific and well enough where all of this stuff is lined out. It just has to be funded and then followed. Like, this is a systematic plan to make sure your purpose outlives you.